Hello, welcome back, or welcome to the Creative Heifer Show. My name is Jessica. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Tunisian crochet hook set by Yarniss. I went ahead and wrote it down in case you wanted to search for these on Amazon. This is an unsponsored review, meaning that I paid for this with my own money. If you're interested in this set, it will run you about $50, which I do believe is their sale price. The regular price, I think, is around $60. I'm going to go ahead and remove this. And let's go ahead and open the case. It does come in this very nice faux leather pink case. And here are all of the hooks. I'm not really going to be able to get that all in the camera view here, but this is what they look like. They're color coded and they range from a 3mm up to a 10mm. Okay, and I'll show you everything that came in this pouch in a minute. Okay, so my 6mm is missing because I'm currently using it. I'm going to talk more about these hooks in a minute. Let me talk about the cords you get with this set. These are the cords. These cords are what make this set worth that $50 sale price. These are nylon swivel cords. I'll show you here. See how they swivel? And what's really cool about a swivel cord is that as you're using them, because they swivel, they're less hard on your wrist, and they're less unlikely to come undone as you're crocheting or knitting with them. These cords here, if you have any Knit Pro knitting needles, so if you have any Knit Pro knitting needles, these swivel cords can be used with that. I've got a zing needle, and I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, so these are just really good cords. You get different sizes of them, and so these cords really make this set very versatile. And I'll show you more about those cords in a minute. And so this is the other thing that comes in this pouch here. It is a little bag, and in the bag you have this is a gripper to grip the hook or the needle, so that you can tighten it and keep hold of it, because the metal can be a little bit slippy, and so that's what this is for. And then you also get 2 connectors, so if you want to put all the cords together, you can connect them. And then you get the end stoppers for this. There are 4 end stoppers there. I wish they kind of give you a few more, but you get 4. And then you get 2 of the keys. These are tightening keys to tighten them. So that's everything that's just in this little bag. Okay, let's talk about the crochet hooks themselves. And this is the one I'm using today. This is the 6mm. I'm going to close this and move this out of the way. You can see this. This is the project I'm working on. And I'm just going to crochet with these so you can kind of see them in action. If you've never Tunisian crocheted before, I'd recommend checking out Tony's video from TL Yarn Crafts, because she wrote a book on Tunisian crochet and she is kind of the authority on Tunisian crochet, I guess. So yes, go check her out. We're going to get all of the debris. It's just the nature of yarn. So you can crochet quite fast with these. And the hook head here looks like it's a little too small to be a 6mm, but that actually is helpful to get into the stitches. So you can kind of be even faster. I haven't really had any issues with as far as it splitting the yarn. So yeah, these are just really good crochet hooks, and they can be used with or without the cords. Sorry, I gotta get the debris out of the yarn. It's just the nature of yarn. See, it easily holds 25 stitches, and then there's room at the end for you to hold it for the forward pass. These crochet hooks are a nice size. Okay. So you can see they are a nice size. They are a lot better and a lot nicer than the Susan Bates that they are styled after. And they're actually a lot longer. Let me grab a Susan Bates. This is the crochet hook, and then this one is the Susan Bates. The gold one is the Susan Bates, and you can see, I'm going to line them up. The purple one is a lot longer than the Susan Bates one, even though the Susan Bates has that larger head to it. Okay, I actually prefer the slightly smaller head that's on the purple one, because it does make it easier to get into the stitches. Okay, and you can see just by size comparison here. Purple one is a nice length. The Susan Bates cords are clear, and then they have this stopper at the end of them. And the purple one has a nylon swivel cord, and then it's got its little stopper at the end. So this is a really good set, and I'd recommend it to anyone who is looking for a really good set of Tunisian crochet hooks, or anyone who also, if you know someone who also likes to, they like to knit and then they like to crochet as well. This is a really good gift for them. Okay. I have these 450 Zing needles. These are the Knit Pro Zing needles, and I'm going to show you these will work with these swivel cords that comes in this set. So we want to use them that way. We can. So I'll show you what the gripper is for. So you're just going to grip the needle, and then you're just going to turn it. I don't really use the gripper things. So, you see, they do work. So if we were to tighten that up, which we could do, then it wouldn't come undone, but I'm not going to tighten it up because I'm not going to keep this together. I'm just trying to show you that you could use this with your knitting needles, these cords, because they fit the Knit Pros. See, now I have the nice nylon cords instead of the cords that these knitting needles come with, which is that cheap plastic stuff. Okay. Look, this 650 up. Okay, let's hook this 650 up. So you can see how you would do it. Now what you would do, take everything out of this package here, you would use the tightening rings. These are the same tightening rings that the Knit Pro give you, and you would just tighten it up. See, now it's tight and that's not going to go anywhere. And at the end, sorry, at the end you would take your stopper and you would just put your stopper on. Okay. Now it's connected, and that's how you would use these. Okay? Okay, let's talk about my rating. I gave these a 9 out of 10 stars, and the reason they did not get the full 10 stars is because from right out of the package, I'll try to show you with the large one. From right out of the package, see, they were a bit scratched up. It'd be a little bit hard to see this on camera. It always is when I try to show these metal needles and hooks, because the camera just, it doesn't want to focus on that. But in real life, I can see that they are a bit scratched from right out of the packaging. And so it's for that reason. Also, they don't feel as nice as other crochet hooks. For instance, they don't feel as nice as the Clovers. And you know, these ones, they kind of feel, you know, they kind of feel like a Susan Bates. You know, they feel cheap. And So, you know, I don't know how long they're going to hold up in the long run, but it's for those reasons that I did not give it the full 10 stars. Other than that, the crochet hooks are very nice. They're a nice length. You can crochet very fast with them. There's no issues with snagging or splitting of the yarn. And overall, these are a very, very nice set of crochet hooks. Okay. This review might have been a little all over the place, but anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.